Good morning, everyone. I am Zian, recording this from sunny Malaysia. And this week, we are talking about Lotus Chat, episode 24, how vulnerable can we be on social media? So I definitely miss all the Lotus Chat ladies who are not available this week, and I can confess that it is easier not to do it. But then when I started this journey, I am really committed to empower women collectively. And I think that I can talk about a topic that I am interested in and perhaps maybe something that you're thinking about, but you just don't have a space to discuss about it. So coming back to this, episode 24, how vulnerable can we be on social media? So let me maybe start by sharing with you a story so that we can give you a context about about where I come from. So my key academic interest is in social media and mental health. And specifically, I started this journey because my line of work in training and coaching allows me to constantly be on social media. But it's that struggle, it's that love-hate relationship with social media. I'm on it and then I'm off it. I'm on it again and then I go off it for months. And I couldn't understand myself when I do that, but it became a pattern. And I realized that the pattern arises when I'm off social media, when I am facing a personal challenge, when I am unhappy and I cannot express myself fully on social media. And then when I scroll and see how happy everyone is, it just drives me nuts. So that's why I'm always constantly on and off social media. So now that I'm back on this journey, it's been a while now, and I am very determined to be my true self on social media so that I can last long on social media. And I am of the opinion that social media is inextricably a huge part of our life, that we cannot ignore social media. We cannot just say that, yes, I guess you can say quit social media, but I think social media is such a huge part of your life that we have to learn to live with social media. So, you know that feeling that when you type a story or when you type a post and then you're unsure how it will be received and then you go delete, 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 delete? That's exactly how I felt so many times when I'm on social media. So there's always the two schools of thought, right? In terms of being vulnerable on social media. The first school of thought is, aren't we being authentic when we share our real feelings on social media? Aren't we being our whole self, our real self? You know, the thing about social media that we see a lot of social media users sharing only the positive side, only the good side. And I gotta admit, myself included sometimes, I'm very reluctant to share too much about the side that's not quite working well. But hey, I'm a human, and emotions are a huge part of our life, and life is full of challenges. We have both up and down, positive and negative, bitter and sweet, light and dark, just like Susan Cain said in her book. So aren't we being authentic when we're on social media? And you know how when women connect, we connect through our stories, and that stories includes joy, happiness, but also sadness, pain. And through all that integration of all our stories, that's how we connect. And that's, I think, is what Susan Cain meant by how we unite between souls through our pain. And I really resonate with that, because I do think that when we share our true, whole, authentic self, we can truly connect with another woman, either through a similar story or a story that is somehow similar. So that's one school of thought, when I tell my true feelings or share my true feelings on social media, I am being authentic. And then on the other spectrum of social media, there is this term called oversharing, right? No, we don't air our dirty laundry on social media. And I think a common one that I always hear is, I don't need to show off on social media. I lead my life and, I don't need to show everything on social media. I don't need to tell everything on social media. Nobody needs to know everything, right? And I guess sometimes we don't share the whole story. It's also to protect the people that we love in the story, right? That reminds me, I'm in the middle of studying government, which he talks a lot about the presentation of self in everyday life. I think he created this book. He wrote this book in 1959. And he talks about how the theater is a metaphor where actors, in this case, social media users, constantly perform in the front stage, which in the context of social media is through our stories, our feeds, our reels, our videos. We are constantly performing in that context of social media. But then there's also the backstage self, where I am with my girlfriends and I am happy and vulnerable and I am able to share with them my true feelings. So it got me thinking, perhaps if we were to bring a little bit of the backstage self to the front stage and give the users a sneak peek of what we truly feel or what we are going through, aren't we creating a platform to really connect people, in specifically women, on social media platform? Like, social media is created to connect, but at the moment, or at least what I'm seeing on social media, there's a lot of happy posts that are just showing the happy side, so it tends to, it made me really wonder that if we really can be vulnerable and really show women a sneak peek of what we truly feel, aren't we creating a platform that we can connect more women together? So really, my intention here is to empower women collectively by creating true narratives for women to connect and take these dialogues offline. So I'm speaking to two types of women who's listening to this right now. The first type of woman is an active user on social media. Know that the power you have on your social media platform influencing your communities, regardless of how many followers you have, but you have this huge power. I want to encourage you to use your social media platform to really inspire women through your stories and your message. And the second type of women that I would like to speak to is the passive user on social media. And by passive, I mean you rarely post, you tend to scroll, you maybe a couple of likes here and there, but you're usually shy on social media and you're just lurking behind and not really being very active on social media. Well, I want to encourage you to use social media to connect with other women on a deeper level because it's really good for you. So in the next topic, we will be discussing about attracting what you want. And of course, it's always more fun to do Lotus Chat with a couple more ladies. I miss them and I look forward to next week where they will join us together for next week's topic. So the question I have for you this week is, how can we be vulnerable on social media? Click subscribe to our YouTube and like, comment, or turn on notifications, or even share this episode with a woman who you think will benefit from this. And if you're listening on Spotify, click follow. And as usual, you know that we welcome viewer requests. What really makes me happy is when I can connect to women on a deeper level. And if you would like us to showcase a topic that really resonates with you, email us at lotuschatworldwide@gmail.com. That's it from me this week. Signing off, and I'm Zien.